What's good, family? What's good? It's your boy, Urban Sports Guru. I'm here. Week 17. We're here. Last week of the regular season. And we got some big games. Some teams are mailing it in. Some teams are resting guys. A lot of teams are playing for playoff position, especially in the AFC. We're gonna get to it. I'm gonna cover it all. I got y'all. I got y'all. Y'all know your boy got y'all. I got y'all. First game, we got the Dolphins at the Bills. Dolphins needs this game to get in the playoffs. Very simple. And Ryan Fitzpatrick is not going to be playing. I can't remember COVID, I believe. So there's no Ryan Fitzmagic to the rescue. It's all Tua. And y'all know I love me some Tua. I like Tua very much. But Buffalo is rolling right now. You can make the argument that Buffalo's the best team in football right now. Straight up. Here's the thing. The way the playoffs are now, only one team's getting a bye, and that's the number one seed. Kansas City got that. But Buffalo got the number two seat wrapped up no matter what. And Pittsburgh could have tied them with a win, but Pittsburgh is resting their players because they know even if they tied, doesn't matter. They lost. They lost. So they lose the tiebreaker. That's why he's resting them. So it makes me wonder come second half, is Sean McDermott gonna rest his guys? Because let this essentially be his bye week. We'll see. Because if he doesn't rest his guys, I'm taking Buffalo. If he does rest his guys, Miami got a shot. Winning, you're in. I'm just saying. We're not going to know until the game is going on. Next, we got the Ravens at Bengals. Ravens win and you're in. Ravens going to be in the playoffs because Bengals are not beating them. End of story. End of story. Next game, we got the Steelers at the Browns. They're resting Big Ben. They're resting a bunch of players on defense. A lot has been made that Baker Mayfield needs to win this game. And guess what? They're right. Baker Mayfield needs to win this game. I mean, they're resting so many guys on defense. Their starting quarterback is resting. You got all your receivers back from last week. Yes, I think they had two other players who this week tested positive, but those receivers that was back last week, they're going to be back this week. You better win and cover that 10 points. There's no excuses. Better. I'm going with the Browns. Then we got the Vikings at the Lions. Now, it's funny. The coach Mike Zimmer said this is the worst defense I've had, and I agree with him. Now they lost to Neil Hunter, Anthony Barr. You know, the secondary, the corners they had last year, not there no more. One of them, forgetting his name, is in Indianapolis. He's doing numbers. He's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. I mean, offensively, they've been all right. Justin Jefferson has been a fine. Then going against Detroit. Detroit is just terrible defensively. Terrible defensively. I mean, you get a defensive coach in Matt Patricia. That's supposed to help that, but it hasn't. I mean, they had talent on the defense, and what you do with it all. Now, offensively, are they going to rest Matt Stafford? If they rest Matt Stafford, the game's going to get ugly, even though it's the last week of the season. The game's going to get ugly. Take Minnesota. Now we got the Jets at the Patriots. The crazy shit about it is the Jets are actually playing better football than the Patriots right now. Why? Because as much as optimistic as I was for Cam Newton playing for Bill Belichick, if you remember the one caveat I said is, will he be healthy? And you know what? I don't think he is. In playing this style, I don't think he can stay healthy for 16 games anymore. Yes, he dealt with COVID. I just don't think so. And I think a lot of teams feel that way about quarterbacks that are playing this style. This is why you saw Baltimore early in the season trying to make Lamar Jackson a pocket quarterback. It does not work. Because consistently, you're going to see this guy get injured. If you see someone built like Cam Newton start getting hurt, it's like, if this can happen to him, what the fuck going to happen to skinny Kim Lamar Jackson? and he just physically just doesn't look there. He doesn't look there. He doesn't look all the way healthy. And I have confidence in Bill Belichick and because of what he's going to be able to build. I have confidence in him getting the guys back on defense next year. And I wish Cam Newton the best. That's all I can say. As far as this game, I'll give it. Jets actually playing better football right now. But Jets want to be able to lock up Justin Fields. You already lost out on Trevor Lawrence. But after yesterday's game, who's better between Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields? Now you got to start asking that question. But I'll post that on IG. Y'all let me know. I'm gonna take the Patriots. Cowboys at the Giants. Shout out to Joe Judge. I think he's did what he wanted to accomplish to do, and that's establish a culture. I think he's done that. I think he's definitely established a culture for my New York Football Giants. So this is why, even though we're gonna be 6-10 or 5-11. It feels like it feels like a success. It makes I look at my Giants this year, and I look at the Miami Dolphins. Last year, they looked like a team that was purposely tanking, and they kind of was getting rid of their good players. Look at the Miami Dolphins now, one game away from the playoffs. Just saying. I think the Cowboys will win this game because they just have more offensive firepower, and my Giants have a hard time just scoring. Period. Right now, but I think we're built for the future. We're built for the future. I like what we're built. My Giants are going to be good moving forward. Falcons at the Bucks. Tom Brady against the Falcons. Y'all know what the Falcons do every time they see Tom Brady. Whether they get a lead or whatever. You see Tom Brady, game over. There's nothing to talk about. So I'm taking the Bucks. Then we have the Packers at Chicago. Now Chicago is very simple. You win and you're in. Richard Trubisky is getting like a second wind. Win and you're in. The thing is, you're going to Green Bay, and no, you're in Chicago, and you're playing against Aaron Rodgers. That's the problem. And the Packers, they're playing for the number one seed. So they still have to play. So it's not like they got shit locked up and they don't have to play no more. No, they still have to play. Because if Seattle wins or if New Orleans wins, you could be tied and tiebreakers and things of that nature. So they're still playing. They're still playing. The coaches already said we're treating this like a playoff game. So because of that, Aaron Rodgers playing his best, I'm taking the Packers. Raiders at the Broncos. I'm going to take the Raiders. This is John Gruden's chance to salvage a season which was once a promising season. I am confident in John Gruden's ability to build something, but I do think with all those first round picks, he has missed on a couple of them. Farrell, for example, he's one, and I just think they got to accomplish a lot defensively. That defense is just hands away points, and with the offense being pretty good, and you found something in that tight end who was probably one of the biggest matchup nightmares in football. But that defense ain't helping them. It is not helping them. You fix that defense, that team could be in the playoffs. That defense is the reason why they're not in the playoffs this year. Just saying. But the way it's salvaged that season, I'm taking the Raiders. Jags at the Colts is a perfect example of a team that's mailed it in. Jags. Because the last thing they want to do is win a football game. That's the last thing they want to do right now. And you got the Colts. See, the Colts need either Miami to lose, Ravens to lose, or Miami, Ravens. They need either the Miami, Ravens, or the Dolphins to lose. The Dolphins, Cleveland, or the Ravens. Now, here's what's going to happen. Baker Mayfield is at least going to win. Why? Steelers are resting everybody. Ravens are going to win. Why? Because they're playing Cincinnati. If anything, Cincinnati might play them tough and they may cover the spread. But they're playing Cincinnati. They're going to win. Miami is where that's the game that the Colts players are going to be watching at 1 o'clock. Because if Buffalo plays, that's going to be a good game. But I like Buffalo to win that game. Buffalo wins that game. So now at 4:30, when the Colts play, now they got something to play for. Crush the sorry-ass Jacksonville Jaguars, and you're in the playoffs. Or if not, still crush the Jacksonville sorry-ass Jaguars, but you go 11-5 and you miss the playoffs. Not a good look. Chargers at Chiefs. Chiefs are resting Patrick Mahomes. So they already got the number 1 seed locked up. They don't want anything crazy to happen, and I don't blame them. So Chargers may take this game. We got the Cardinals at the Rams. The Rams don't have their starting quarterback. Cardinals have their starting quarterback, but he's hurting, But he's has a leg injury, but he's going to play. As much as the coach for the Rams simplifies that offense for Jared Goff, and he still finds ways to turn the ball over. Very simple, stretch play and all the different jet sweeps and shit they do off of that. But they're really, really optimistic in what they're going to be able to do, even with the backup in. I expect them to have some success, but I expect the Arizona Cardinals pass rush to be a problem. They've been rushing the passer very, very well. They've been breaking up sacks very, very well. I expect that to be what's the deciding factor in this game, because I don't think Arizona's going to pile on the points. Why? Because Rams' defense is tailor-made to stop a guy like Kyler Murray. And when they played him earlier, they played against him very, very well. And I expect that to continue. So I think Arizona's defense is going to be the difference maker in this game. And I'm taking Arizona. Seahawks at 49ers. Seahawks has a shot at the number 1 seed. So because of that, they're going to be balling. They're going to play a tough game against a division foe, and they're going to win. They'll win a close game. Saints at the Panthers, same thing. Saints will be out without Alvin Kamara, but I expect them to win a tough game against a division rival. Division rivals trying to play soil. The Saints have hopes maybe of getting the number 1 seed or number 2 seed. So they're going to be playing. Then you have the Titans at Texans. Titans need to win. Because if they don't, they're not in. They're playing the Texans. I expect them to win a close game. Then you have Washington against Washington against Philly. Philly's trying to play spoiler. If Washington wins, they win the division at 7-9. They will be at 7-9 and win the division. I thought it was going to be 6-10, but at 7-9 they'll win that division. So can Jalen Hurts now against that defense in Washington? I like Washington because I think that front 4, particularly that front 7, I think they're gonna put hands on them. I think they're gonna force them into some mistakes. And one thing we know about Alex Smith, if he's playing, he's not going to make mistakes. He is not gonna fuck the game up. And I don't see Philly being able to run the football that effectively against Washington. So I'm taking Washington. Those are my picks. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. See me in the comments. Your boy, Urban Sports Guru. I'm out. Salute.